full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tua to throw right away. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Randy Gregory.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Alert, 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 alert. Gotta go, hit it out, let's go. Good job right there, good job right there.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this ball incomplete. It looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Wilson. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he missed it. No good. And then remained down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
20 TX.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's A-Chain. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A-Chain will score. Touchdown, Miami. And they drew up the counter there, and it worked. I'm glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On second down, Williams. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa.
That one complete to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 and a Tyreek for the Miami first.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards on the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
20, TX.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Turbo 1, hard.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Turbo 3, tip.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon A-Chain. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Now he's loose at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua.
Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tua now on first down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense. When Tua gets out of the pocket, you're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21 G. Turbo 1.
H.A. now up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and 5.
All right, come on.
3rd and 5.
Get on.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Watch it, Oscar. East right, Snows. Ready, set.
Play action. Now it's Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Right.
They run it again with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Reload. Bang out, bam, bam. 14.
Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Got it.
They go play action now. Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar. Hey.
Here's Tua. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Number 2.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
All right, fellas, listen up. Solo left Zion. Out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
95. Took right.
Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Top 50.
First down, Denver.
Zebra. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Push left. Push left. Good kick. Good kick. Hey, alert.
Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Virgil, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain, and he'll get it down here to the 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Tua. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 4 down. 4 down. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now Wilson.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now left side on the swing pass, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
14, run it. Start.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Look left. You got look.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.